Hey everybody, this is Drink64 and welcome to another episode of Pony News. Now, I have made a couple of other videos in the past talking about Legend of Everfree. I made one going over the trailer that was released at Comic-Con, and I made another one not too long ago talking about the DVD that's now available for pre-order. But a new clip just came out, and I know they're going to be releasing a bunch of these as we get closer to the time, so I'll try to do videos for as many as I can, but there will probably be quite a few as we get closer to it. But a new clip was released. I'm really excited to get some more information on the movie. It looks really cool. It's about 2 minutes. I haven't seen it, but we're going to get right into it now.
No, it can't be. It isn't true.
Twilight! Twilight! The bus for Camp Everfree leaves in 10 minutes!
Oh, no. I can't believe I overslept.
Me neither. That's not like you.
I know.
Don't you have a super annoying alarm clock that goes
It's gonna be fine. We'll help you pack.
We're gonna be out in the woods? When's she gonna need that?
If we were going to the moon, I'd insist she packed an evening gown. One never knows, darling.
Let me just get changed.
Midnight Sparkle!
How is this possible? Sunset Shimmer helped me defeat you at the Friendship Games. You and your friends can never truly defeat me. Midnight Sparkle's a part of you. I'll always be there, waiting in the darkest shadows of your mind.
I'll be back, Twilight!
And this time, I won't stop until I have all the magic!
No!
Twilight, wake up!
We can't stop, silly. We're not there yet.
Okay, so this is actually really freaking cool. This brings some new light onto the movie because I was under the impression that the villain of the movie was going to be this Gaia Everfree character, and it still looks that way in a way. Like, that is going to be one of the villains for the movie. Yes, I think there are going to be more than one villain for the movie. Most likely 2 villains. The first villain is obviously going to be this Gaia Everfree character that we saw in the original trailer, but now in this little clip we are getting information on another sort of inner villain inside of Twilight's mind. Midnight Sparkle is still there. She's still fighting to keep Midnight Sparkle away inside. But of course Midnight Sparkle's still there, right? She still wants to get out, she's still inside Twilight and still wants the magic. It's just Twilight's good side trying to fight us after Sunset Shimmer tried to help. I do wonder how this is going to affect the movie though, because it looks like Midnight Sparkle is going to be some sort of an antagonist for Twilight herself. It doesn't look like she's going to be a physical antagonist like this Gaia Everfree. It just looks like it's going to be Twilight's inner demons, Twilight's inner antagonist to fight against herself, and that's going to be really cool because Twilight getting her own arc in this film, whereas everyone else gets their arc to fight Gaia Everfree, to save the camp and all that stuff, but Twilight is getting her own arc to fight the Midnight Sparkle within herself, to get rid of that monster basically, and that's really awesome. I was not expecting to have seen this thing again. But again, when I first saw Friendship Games, I thought Midnight Sparkle was just another Sunset Shimmer clone, just like from the first Equestria Girls movie, but since it's coming back in this movie, most likely in a very different way, that's going to be really awesome, and it's just going to change the whole aesthetic of the movie, and I love it. Yes, Gaia Everfree looked like a very interesting villain when I saw the original trailer, but knowing that Midnight Sparkle is coming back is so cool, and I am really looking forward to it. I'm just interested to see how the other main 6 members are going to react when Twilight eventually tells them, hey, I've been seeing Midnight Sparkle again, what the hell do I do? So that's going to be really cool, but it's just great to see that we're actually seeing Midnight Sparkle. I did feel like in Friendship Games, it was just a very fast thing to happen, and it didn't really feel like we got any development on this. We had a bunch of development on Sunset Shimmer before she turned into the evil demon witch, but Midnight Sparkle was just that, an evil version of Twilight for us. But it looks like now we're actually going to get some development on what Midnight Sparkle is, the manifestation of Midnight Sparkle inside of Twilight. That's really cool. Maybe I'm going way too deep into this and it's just as simple as Twilight's inner demons, but you know, Midnight Sparkle, it's so cool, it's really cool to see. And yeah, because it looks like they're two entirely different entities, right? There's the dark side of Twilight, which is Midnight Sparkle, and then there's the good side of Twilight, which is the Twilight that we all know that wears the glasses. But yeah, it's really cool to see this happening, and honestly, I would have just thought Legend of Everfree would just be this normal Equestria Girls movie, and I wouldn't have really thought much about it, but with this inclusion into the movie, I'm really looking forward to it more than I ever have done, and that's really awesome. Anyway, I have one more thing to talk about, so yeah. So the next piece of news I actually have is around the Gameloft app, the Android iOS Gameloft game of My Little Pony, the world building one. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm not so much an avid player of this game as a lot of other people, but this piece of news is for all the people that do play this game. The game got a new update, and it's the Coloratura update, so now you can get Coloratura or Rara in the game, which is really cool. The newest update shifts the game to version 3, which is awesome, and adds Coloratura, of course. You get an entirely new questline and tasks, which is really cool. Tokens to unlock Countess Coloratura, Svengalop, Coloratura's dancers, and other characters. You get a Big Apple stage, so that was the Apple stage from the main attraction, Countess's chariot, and some other shops and decorations. The game's available on iOS and Android, and if any other updates come up, yes, I will talk about them. Again, I don't play this game as much as other people do, but I'm very happy to talk about it for the people that do play this game. So go ahead and check it out. It is a fun game, and I have played it in my own spare time, but it's just not something I can really get into and play for hours, because it's one of those games where you play for a certain amount of time, but then you have to wait, or you can just pay real money, and I do not want to do that with those games for microtransactions, so it's just not worth me playing if I can't play it. It's like Pokemon Go. I don't play that game because I eventually have to pay real money, and that is just dumb. I don't want to do that, so yeah, I'm sorry, but I will be talking about these in the future for those of you who do want to hear about this stuff. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Pony News. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Interesting to talk about all the stuff for Equestria Girls Legend of Everfree, and I was very happy to talk about the stuff for the iOS and Android MLP Gameloft game. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.